What a difference. It is freezing today. It's about 4 or 5 degrees.
Slower start to the day today.
We went down to the tip and it was just so cold. It was probably closer to 0. There were a few birds, but they were all at the top of the trees and the lighting was horrible. So with our camera lenses, we couldn't really see anything.
But
we brought binoculars now.
hopefully that'll help us ID some birds to add to our list.
And hopefully it warms up a little bit and the sun comes out, but I'm not so sure.
The sun would be nice, but I'm not counting on it.
I think the high is like 10 or 11 today, so we'll see. Turned out to be not a bad day.
No.
Just had a nice little session with although you just still hear the thunder in the background. Nice little session with a very cooperative male Baltimore Oriole. Caught wind of a Wilson's warbler.
Yeah, just
Couldn't
off to
find
the
him?
side in the brush. Couldn't find him. No movement, so
No.
we're moving on.
So zoom in. So we're just looking at Ashley's shot here, and she's at ISO 800 f5.6. It appears to be enough, although that's a pretty slow shot, 1/320th. But she definitely nailed this one.
He wasn't moving very quickly, but
I am trying to play it a little bit safer. I'll have to deal with some more noise, but I'm at f6.3 just to try and get it a little sharper from my native f5.6, and with the ISO 1250. Rather high, but again, you can fix noise in post-processing, you cannot fix sharpness.
blurry pictures.
Right? Had a look at some of our pictures from Thursday. Most of them were great. A couple disappointments though. You start looking to see if they're critically sharp when you really get in there. And a few that I thought were sharp on when viewing on the back of the camera just didn't cut it after closer inspection. So, lesson learned. Add 2 more species to the list. Ash, which ones are they?
Alder flycatcher and a common nighthawk. Never
Common
seen that.
nighthawk. That we didn't find that one, but someone else did. Way up in the trees, just kind of sitting there chilling out.
We didn't find the alder either. Somebody else found him, but
we saw
we were
him.
there and we saw him.
So what's our grand total at?
We're sitting somewhere around like the high 70 mark.
High 70s. Gonna set the record.
Our
record.
Our record.
It's right there. It's just, he's nice and low. Just saw a morning warbler. That's a really tough bird. We've only seen one once ever. He was way back though, so no great pictures, but then I started following a northern parula. One of my favorites. I bet.
Oh, hello.
We are birding in the rain right now, chasing a, could be
Some
either,
sort of flycatcher.
it's at least flycatcher or it could be a peewee. He's small and gray, white wing bars, white eye ring. Who knows what it is? In the comments. This is what we're looking at right now. It's really coming down now, so we're forced to take a break. We're just sitting in the car filling out our list. We have no internet connection, so we're gonna check the weather to see if it's worth sticking around or not. A lot of people are leaving,
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna go back to the cabin now, work on editing some pictures, and if the weather turns, we're coming back. It stopped raining. We need to go back. I haven't even had a chance to charge my card yet.
This weather.
What, get anything good in there?
This guy's not bad.
Is it critically sharp though?
Looks
If
pretty
not,
good.
dump it out.
Looks pretty good.
No, it's brightening up out there. We gotta go back. We just got here. Like, it was just pouring. We got soaked. As soon as we sat down, I was going to charge the battery, and I'm like, wait a minute, it looks kind of bright out there. I think we need to go back to the park.
We are out on the Tilden Trail, caught 2 additions to our list that we hadn't seen yet, Wilson's Warbler and a northern water thrush. We definitely got more birding done today than we originally thought we would, considering the rain that came down today. So not a complete wash, but not as great as our first day, but we'll take it.
It is really damp and wet out here. The water thrush was walking along a little puddle, and the Wilson Warbler was characteristically very, never did sit still for very long. So I think we're pushing we're getting closer to 80. Ash, what was the bird we just said we needed?
An ovenbird.
And what do we got?
An ovenbird.
In the 11th hour. Here he is. See him?
No.
Keep going. Over here. He's right here. That was a pretty frantic session we just had. We just followed a northern parula for a good 5 minutes.
Wow.
And then there was also 2 ovenbirds that we were following. And then we got sidetracked on the parula.
By the parula. Because I just would have let him go.
What did we just get?
A white-eyed vireo. And that's why you bring binoculars, because I just would have dismissed him and let him fly away. So it's about 6:30 or so.
7.
7.
It's actually at 7:30.
It's the latest we've ever been at the park.
Quarter to 8.
Quarter to 8.
It's getting dark out.
But we lost all that time with the rain, so it wasn't our typical like birdathon where we just like came
Huge
and
break
birded
in the
all
middle.
day, but we had a big break in the middle. We even went back to where we're staying and came back because of the rain.
Posted a few pics on Instagram,
Yeah,
Twitter.
you know.
Stepping up our social game.
But we just added a bunch of new species on the Tilden Trail, which was a nice pickup before we head out for the day.
Some last minute pickups. The Wilson's Warbler,
White-eyed vireo,
white-eyed vireo we just saw,
ovenbird,
an ovenbird, and then we spent some time with the northern parula. Saw the morning warbler again.
Oh, northern water thrush.
Oh yeah, northern water thrush. So we're pushing 80 now. I think we might have hit the big 80 for the first time. And I was just saying to Ash, we've set the bar really high for years to come. I know you get, a special, what do you get for getting 100? You get like a pin. for getting 100 species in one day, but our total is normally around 65, 70 for the for the whole weekend.
For our duration.
So we're setting our own personal record at about 80 species.
Which is respectable, I think.
I think so.
For,
For
we're
a couple
not
of
experts,
noobs.
we're fairly new.
A couple of photographers that just started bringing binoculars.
Yeah.